Hello, hello, this is Nina, and I'm here to do some current energy updates. Now, we are in a time that's very turbulent, and people are losing it left and right, I feel, and that's totally normal. It's the time that we're in, and that's totally okay. And I'm going to try and talk a little bit about it and see what Spirit has to say about it. Welcome in if you're new. My name is Nina. I am a psychic medium, a channeler, and a healer. I live in Norway, and I used to work with teaching other people on how to do exactly what I do. I don't do that anymore because my body said stop, and so I had to have a long break. But what I do is that I share my experience here on YouTube and hopefully help somebody. Every now and then I do some private readings, but that's not really something I do that much anymore. I would love to come back to teaching, but we'll see what the future brings. Anyways, I just want to double check that my phone is turned off the sound. Okay, so what are we going through? We are in a turmoil, people, and I told you this also in some previous current updates or energy updates. And I saw also, or was given in a channeling, that the next 6 months or so, things are going to come to the surface a lot at the same time. There is new information coming out every day regarding, basically cruelty that has been going on this planet for a very long time. And these times that we are in are very difficult. But what's happening is that the old is crumbling, and that's why it needs to come to the surface in order for it to be felt through and then released, and to be exchanged for something better. So that's kind of what's going on. And they showed me the next 6 months is going to be quite turbulent. We are in a time right now, this winter of 2026, where it almost exploded. All the information coming out about corruption, about child trafficking, about assault, about wars, about withholding information regarding things that, us as humans are kind of entitled to know. So, and it's coming from all over. It's not just, a lot of course is going on in the US, but it's not just there. It's also in Europe and Asia and the Middle East, Africa, everywhere. So this is a time where we as awakened people and light beings are encouraged to stay in the light. That doesn't mean that we don't care. We do care, and that's the problem. Sometimes we care too much, because when you are an empath, when you are a psychic or a medium or a healer or whatever, you feel it so much on your physical form, right? And we cannot take it all in. We can observe it and we can give our love. But if we sit in that too long, it will drain our energy and it will, throw you down into a depression or something, because it's just too much, right? So the first thing that they're saying is log off. Just take a step back. You can, you go in, you observe it and say, okay, this is what's going on. Fine, now I know. And then you can take a step back and you can choose not to engage, right? Choose to send love to the entire situation, to the entire planet, actually, and just be with you, be with your own energies and your own people. Okay, so that's the most important thing. If you feel like you have enough energy after sitting with it for a while, then I am encouraging you to emanate that energy of love and understanding out to other people. If you can help other people that's in despair, maybe explain to them that this is happening for a reason. It needs to come to the surface. We need to see all of this in order for it to be healed. And if you can explain to them also, if they're open for it, that we have support. We have support from the universe. We have support from the source energy. We have support from light beings, if you want to call them angels, that are with us and that we can ask to be close to us in this time. Maybe if you are a healer, you can help them with healing something. or a situation. So, but only if you feel like you have the extra energy to do so, because first of all, you need to take care of you, okay? Now, in this time where this change has been necessary or has been foreseen to happen, the planet is then being given the frequencies that we need to make this change, okay? So I've talked about this for a long time. It was in September 2022 where I experienced that all the light beings that I had contact with came together as one, and they showed me that the planet had anchored into the future shift, had anchored in the 5D. The grid of the planet had anchored, the main grid had anchored into 5D and was emanating out to the rest of the planet. And that has been going on since that time. We are now in 2026, so it's, over 3 years ago that happened. This is winter 2026 when this video is being made. So these changes have been slowly happening because all of it at once would have been too much for our bodies and for the planet in general and for everything to come to the surface at once. That's why it's being done. You can look upon it as waves coming out from this 5 grid, okay? And changing the frequency of everything it meets, upgrading the frequency of everything it meets, okay? So that's also what's happening with us, not just from the grid of Gaia, but also directly from the cosmos. There are light beams coming with new high frequent energy, and it is to change the frequencies within us, and that will cause old trauma to come to the surface if you still have low vibrational energy within you, because this high frequent energy is vibrating very fast, and the older kind of heavier energies, they vibrate very slow. So when this high frequent, very fast energy is hitting this little slow, low vibrational energy, it will move it. And when that happens, it will come up through your nervous system, okay? So these slow vibrational energies can be trauma, it can be sadness, it can be sorrow, it can be fear, anxiety, those kind of things. They vibrate slower, they're more dense, they're heavier, right? It feels heavier. And the more high frequent energy you get into your system, the more that energy needs to move. So that's why it might come up now. So that's why many people are asking, but everybody's talking about a better future and everybody's talking about this new energy coming, but I'm feeling out of whack and I'm feeling all this sorrow and this fear and everything. But that's why. It's because it's coming out. And the only way out is through your nervous system to be felt. You can't push it down. Then it will just stay there. It needs to go somewhere, and that's why it's going through your nervous system and out. So the nervous system is kind of the in-between your energy field, your spirit being, and your physical human being. It's the feelings, right? That's in between. So it needs to go through there to be able to get released and let go of. And I've been talking about that for a long time as well, but I just wanted to explain it in a more frequency energy way. So, and this will still be happening if you still have some of those low or dense energies, slow vibrational energies within you. Because the frequency now is getting higher and higher and higher. And so if you haven't started kind of releasing those old energies yet, this very high frequent energy coming in now is gonna hit you hard. So my encouragement is to seek help if you need it, to be able to feel this through and let it go, okay? The energies will get higher and higher and higher. So even though you feel like, okay, but I feel like I've dealt with all my trauma and all my past BS, pardon my French, and all that stuff, the energies will still feel heavy on the body because the energy change, as soon as we go up and up and up, there will always be slower vibrational energy under, right? And that needs to move out, because you can't hold all this energy within you forever. So it needs to go. So we will still be feeling that. Maybe not to the extent you felt when you had trauma or really, really heavy, dense energies, but you will still feel it. For me, I feel like I get knocked down. I feel like my body weighs 200 kilos. That's about 400 pounds or something. And I feel like I get pushed down, kind of. I can get a headache. I feel like there's just this trembling within me, you know, and it can cause anxiety for me, because that's the way my body reacts, and also because I have had anxiety for many years before. And so my body will react with those kind of feelings like, oh my God, am I having a panic attack? You know? So that will still happen. But from what I can see, especially if you have been doing the work for a while, it won't be that severe, maybe. Okay? But of course, people feel these things differently. Be aware also that sunstorms can also do the same. It is magnetic energy, right? And we react to magnetic energy. It's the same way we react to the moon, because when it's a full moon or new moon, the moon actually changes position as to where it is towards the earth. And so since every planet is a huge magnet, basically, we will feel it. And so also when the sunstorms are coming and we get these beautiful northern lights here in Norway, it isn't just beautiful because it hurts. For me, at least, who is sensitive, I get knocked off my feet, you know. And the same if the Schumann resonance is very high, I can feel the same, because then the Schumann resonance is a station that measures the magnetism that's kind of bouncing between the atmosphere and the earth. And so if that one is kind of high also, it's supposed to be on 7.83, but if that goes up over 10, 15, 20, sometimes it has been up to 70, you will feel it. Okay, so you can check the Schumann resonance and you can check sunstorms to just double check, is that what's making me feel out of whack? And if that's not it, it might be something that's happened in your life, a trigger, but it might also just be that you are getting more high frequent light into your body and you need the time to integrate it and to let go of the old. Okay? So that was also something. Is there anything else, Spirit? Let me just reconnect a little bit here. Okay, thank you. Okay. So what they're showing me now also, because people, of course, want to know, is this going to go on forever, this heaviness that we have now? It's so much going on. So what they're showing me is that, and I said that also in my previous video, that February going into March was going to be quite heavy and very kind of turmoil. So what they're showing me is kind of a little bit of a lighter period, or it will feel lighter to, or easier to accept in May. Is kind of what they're showing me. But then something will happen again in the summertime. But I feel like we're getting a breather in May for some reason. Or that some part of this will have been resolved by May. Okay? Yeah, maybe also already half into April, end of April into May. There might be some of these issues that has been resolved by then, so that we kind of feel like, oh, okay, I can breathe a little bit now. But there will be more coming to the surface. What time? Mid-end of June, and a little bit up and down during the summertime is kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, now this is regarding heavy stuff coming forward, okay, coming to the surface. Just to have that said. Okay, what else, Spirit? Crystals, okay. Yeah, okay, I've explained this before. I hope my video won't. I don't know how long I've been on. So it cuts out after 47 minutes. I just hope that I'm not overdoing it. Anyways. No, I've shown you before that we have visitors from Star Family in energy form. that is coming to this planet. It isn't necessarily physical form that they come in. They can come in a light being form, as we can do when we astral travel, for instance. But I've seen them come, and they have been working on the crystals underground, the huge crystals underground. And there are certain places on the planet that has these giant crystals, okay, in caves underneath. And they have activated some of these, okay? And that's kind of part of the 5D grid as well that I talked about. They have activated these crystals. And so they're showing me clear crystals might be something that you can hold on to and feel that activation, and can help you through a lot, and also help you see clearer. So use clear quartz or clear crystals for that. Okay, what else? Okay. Okay. Okay, so they're showing me a spiral, a light that's formed as a spiral. I don't know if that's something we're going to see in the sky, but they're showing me the spiral energy coming towards the planet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, thank you. So what they're also saying with that is that it will come in waves, okay? It's a spiral energy and it's a wave energy. And so they're giving you a break every now and then when it comes to the upgrading of the energy, when it comes to the frequency. They're giving you breaks, and then high frequent energy, and then break to integrate, and high frequent energy and break to integrate. So use the breaks is what they're saying. Use when you are in this moment where this high frequent energy is hitting your body and you feel knocked out, or you feel dizzy or nauseous or whatever it is that happening to you, you just take your time and just be in it until it has, diminished, or you're not feeling it as hard. And then use the in-between time to do whatever it is that you want to do. If you have a special work that you need to have done, if you have somewhere you wanted to travel, So as soon as you kind of come down from one of those heavy feelings, that's when you put in the work stuff. That's when you put in stuff that you need to do or want to do, because and then you will be able to do that for a while, maybe a week or two, and then maybe you'll be hit with a new wave. Okay, so they just said that they're trying to do it to ease in and let you have time to integrate, and then also let you have a break before they give you the new wave. Okay, so that's kind of what they showed me also here. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I know. Okay, so they're again repeating. And that goes for me too. Just a moment, I just need some water. And a pastel, just a moment. When they come in, they go straight to my throat chakra. Just a moment. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and talk, even though I have this pastel. They're saying, and that goes for me too, we are not good at contacting them. We're not good at asking for help. And sorry about my voice, people. I'm still struggling with a cold. They're asking us to please set aside more time, okay? They're asking us to please ask for help, open up. They're asking us to trust that they're there. And they say, ask for signs. You know, if you're in doubt, ask for signs. For me, for instance, I see numbers everywhere. Every day when I drive my daughter to school, I see, and not because I'm looking for it, but for some reason for some cars, I just feel like looking at the plate number, you know. And for instance, today I had one car that had 3333 and another car that had 444 on a short drive of 5 minutes. And this happens to me all the time. And then, you know, I scroll on my phone or whatever, and then all of a sudden there's somebody who has 222 likes, or for some reason, it's like, oh, I need to check my phone for something, and then it's 222, or it's every day. I get equal numbers all the time. And that's for me. Sometimes I have birds that fly kind of and sits almost on the window, or they just kind of stand right outside the window almost looking in, and then they fly off. Some people find coins, feathers, you know, they can communicate in so many ways. So if you are in doubt of them being there, or you having support, or that you are in contact, ask them to show you, okay? And be open for the signs, of course. You can't ask them and then shut down. That won't work. So I think that's important too, and that's kind of what they're saying. So be better at asking for help. Be better at connecting. They're always there. You as a higher self is there all the time. Sink into that part of you that's also called the observer, and see things from that perspective, right? Remember who you are. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. And so I think it's really important that we remember that, and that we connect with our team and allow them to be part of our lives, okay? Yeah, now I have a puppy that's coming into me here. She wants to go out. Okay, people, I think I'm going to cut it short there. Thank you so much for participating today. I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. If you have any questions, pop them in the comment section and I will answer. Okay? Thanks for being here. Bye for now.